XRP and gold-backed CBDCs, everything just got confirmed. Did you know that over 60% of central banks are exploring or implementing central bank digital currencies right now? That's not just a trend, it's a financial revolution waiting to happen. Today, I am talking about how the rise of gold-backed currencies and the imminent monetary reset could change the way we think about money forever. Zimbabwe's gold-backed digital currency. Let's start with Zimbabwe. You might remember the hyperinflation crisis they faced in the late 2000s, which led to the abandonment of their currency. In 2024, they have decided to give it another go with their new CBDC, called ZiG. This new currency is backed by the country's gold reserves, which according to the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe, RBZ Governor John Mushiavanhu, amount to a whopping 1.1 tons of solid gold stored in their vaults. And get this, they've got another 1.5 tons stashed away abroad. The RBZ also has a cool $100 million in cash and precious minerals, which they say is the equivalent of another 0.4 tons of gold. So, in total, their reserves are worth a cool $285 million, which is more than 3 times the value of the ZiG currency they're issuing. The RBZ has given Zimbabweans 21 days to swap their old Zimbabwe dollars for the new ZiG notes, which come in denominations ranging from 1 to 200. I mean, they're even introducing coins to help with that pesky problem of not having enough change. But don't worry, the good old US dollar, which has been the preferred choice for over 85% of transactions in Zimbabwe, will still be legal tender yet. Turns out, bankers in Zimbabwe are pushing for ZiG to become the sole currency by 2030. The RBZ is also introducing a market-determined exchange rate for the ZiG. So, no more of that official rate nonsense that never matches the real-world rate. Revaluing and tokenizing gold. Okay, to be honest, there's a bigger picture to consider here, and it involves the revaluation and tokenization of gold on a global scale. Experts are suggesting that gold could be revalued to a staggering $8,800 per ounce. This revaluation is so important because of the global monetary base. I know that sounds like a fancy term, but it's really just the total amount of money in circulation, both physical and digital. And if gold was revalued to $8,800 per ounce, it could back a whopping 40% of the global monetary base. I think as more countries start to adopt gold-backed currencies, the demand for gold is going to skyrocket. Of course, when demand goes up, so do prices. But revaluing gold is just the tip of the iceberg. We've also got this whole tokenization thing going on. I am talking about turning physical gold into digital tokens. Now, why would anyone want to do that? Turns out, tokenizing gold allows you to fractionalize it, which means we can break it down into smaller pieces. So, instead of needing to own a whole bar of gold, you could own a fraction of it, represented digitally. By turning it into digital tokens, you can also make it easier to incorporate into CBDCs. Let's say a country wants to create a gold-backed CBDC. They could take their physical gold reserves, tokenize them, and then use those tokens to back their digital currency. And the best part of all is that by tokenizing gold, they can make it more accessible to everyone, not just the big players in the financial world. Ripple's CBDC expertise. Now let's shift our focus to Ripple. They have been at the forefront of the crypto space, especially when it comes to cross-border payments. Their partnership with Standard Custody could be a game-changer in creating a gold-backed CBDC. Ripple recently launched its CBDC platform for central banks and governments looking to dive into the digital currency pool. With over 90% of countries exploring or implementing CBDCs, Ripple is positioning itself as a go-to partner for these institutions. This platform is built on the same blockchain technology that powers the XRP ledger. You know, pretty fast, energy efficient, and designed to handle a high volume of transactions without any problem. The platform allows central banks to manage the entire life cycle of their digital currencies, from minting and distribution to redemption and even destruction. Yes, they can destroy digital currency like a magician making a rabbit disappear. I mean, this level of control is crucial for central banks, as it ensures that they can maintain stability and trust in their digital assets. After all, nobody wants to be the central bank that accidentally releases too much currency and sends their economy into a tailspin. One of the standout features of Ripple's CBDC platform is, of course, its ability to facilitate both wholesale and retail CBDCs. This means it can cater to the needs of large financial institutions as well as everyday consumers. I think this versatility is essential, especially as we move towards a more inclusive financial system where everyone has access to digital currencies. Ripple is keenly aware that for any new tech to succeed, it has to be user-friendly. If you've ever tried to navigate a complicated app, you know how frustrating that can be. Ripple's platform aims to eliminate that frustration by providing end-user wallets that allow individuals and businesses to hold their digital currencies securely. Ripple's CBDC solutions have been recognized as top-tier by industry experts. Juniper Research ranked Ripple #1 among 15 CBDC technology providers, and CB Insights has also given them a thumbs up for their blockchain cross-border payments. James Wallace, Ripple's Vice President of Central Bank Engagements, emphasizes the importance of usability in the success of CBDCs. He said that for a CBDC to be widely adopted, it must offer something better than existing payment methods. If sending money with a CBDC is as cumbersome as folding a fitted sheet, people will stick to traditional methods. But if it's faster, cheaper, and more efficient, then we might just see a mass migration to digital currencies. Sending money across borders can literally incur fees ranging from 10% to 20%. But with Ripple's technology, those fees could drop to a fraction of a percent. Ripple's platform is designed to ensure interoperability between different CBDCs. If one country uses a different protocol than another, Ripple's technology can help bridge that gap. Monetary reset. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about something that's been on many financial experts' minds: the coming monetary reset. It's a fundamental change in how the global monetary system operates. Think of it as a software update for the world's economy, one that could potentially fix some of the bugs and glitches that have been plaguing it for years. And trust me, there are plenty of bugs to address. From rising debt levels to inflationary pressures, the current system is starting to show signs of wear and tear. It has to do with the unprecedented economic disruptions we've faced in recent years, particularly due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The IMF has even likened the pandemic to a Bretton Woods-level event. For those who might not be familiar, the original Bretton Woods Conference in 1944 established a new international monetary order after World War II, creating institutions like the IMF and the World Bank. So, when the IMF starts throwing around terms like Bretton Woods, you know they're serious. One of the key components of this potential reset is the move toward gold-backed currencies and CBDCs. As we discussed earlier, countries are increasingly looking to gold as a stable asset to back their currencies. This shift could lead to a new gold standard, where the value of a currency is directly tied to a certain amount of gold. While we're at it, let's talk about SDRs. These are international reserve assets created by the IMF to supplement its member countries' official reserves. Think of them as the IMF's version of a safety net. In the context of a monetary reset, SDRs could play a crucial role in providing liquidity to countries in need. In my opinion, for a successful monetary reset to happen, a significant event will likely need to occur to catalyze the transition. This could be anything from a financial crisis to a major geopolitical shift. Speaking of crises, let's not forget that the global economy is interconnected. What happens in one part of the world can have ripple effects, pun intended, across the globe. For instance, if a major economy were to adopt a gold-backed CBDC, it could set off a chain reaction, prompting other countries to follow suit. Suddenly, we could find ourselves in a world where gold-backed currencies are the norm, and digital assets like XRP are playing a central role in facilitating these transactions. The implications for XRP. Yes, if gold is revalued and tokenized, it could drive the adoption of XRP significantly. With its lightning-fast transaction times and negligible fees, XRP could be the perfect sidekick, or should I say, ideal candidate for gold-backed CBDCs. According to a recent report by Ripple, XRP is already being used in over 40 countries for cross-border payments. And with the rise of gold-backed currencies, that network could be about to get a whole lot busier. If XRP does end up playing a role in the new monetary system, it could mean big things for investors. I'm talking about potential price surges of 20x, 30x, or even 50x, increased adoption, and maybe even a spot in the Crypto Hall of Fame, if such a thing exists. And with that, let's end today's video. So, what do you think about the rise of gold-backed currencies and their impact on XRP? Do you believe we're heading toward a new monetary reset? Or is it all just hype? Drop your comments below. And if there's any other topic you'd like us to cover, let us know that too. Before you go, don't forget to check out our recent video on Ripple XRP. It's a complete lie. The SEC just announced the unthinkable, breaking crypto news. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and press the bell icon. Thanks for watching.